This is a show pretty good. All right, let's see if we can back off here and get a focus on this. And
let's see here. There we go. Herbalhealthreview.com. And okay, just pull it up, and I'm going to click on what?
Common conditions. And is it
okay?
And is it okay if I record this call so that I can either share it with other people, because I will spend this time to teach you what to do, how to do it. I'll spend about an hour with you here.
Okay.
And I have over 100 videos. I don't have to say your name or your email or your telephone number or anything like that. But if I can share the information that I'm teaching you so that I don't redundantly have to do it, and maybe someday when I'm not able to teach it, it'll still be there for other people so they don't have to go through it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine.
All right. That's cool. Appreciate that. So now we're here on Common Conditions at herbalhealthreview.com. And we're scrolling down alphabetically to, let's see, depression. And so we're going to take a look at and discuss depression and how to deal with it. So I've clicked on depression, and I'm bringing up that report. And when that report comes up, it's going to talk about a lot of different remedies. And you can click on each remedy, and it will take you over where you can look at the product. So this isn't teaching you about something that you have to go search and find and then do and then make, and then buy this ingredient and that ingredient. No. This is a complete package.
Okay.
This is where you can click on a product. It will tell you where you can get it from a not-for-profit that will be there. You can also call them and ask them questions anytime, because they are my grandchildren that manufacture this. So I get nothing from this. And let me close the door. Hold on just a minute. Okay, there we go. There we go. It sounds like the kids are having fun. That's good. I'd love to hear them laugh, but not right into my microphone. All right, now we're looking at depression. And it tells us that in his hand is the life of every creature and the breath of all mankind. And that's in Job 12:10. So what that means to me is that God's in control.
Yeah.
So everything I do is faith-based because I am a minister. I'm an ordained minister and a certified bishop. And that's why I do this, and that's why I don't charge anybody. And I live on donations, and I don't get any donations, so I live on food stamps and Social Security. And that's it. That's just who I am. I'm not somebody that's wealthy that does this for fun. This is my life's work, and I've done it now for almost 55 years.
Wow.
And so I can understand, that this, every creature and breath of all mankind, it's in his hand. Now, we're talking here about depression. And depression, it can be mild or severe. Can range from sleeping more to suicidal thoughts, and the causes. So so the depression can really get out of hand.
Yes. Yeah, that's for sure.
But we got to look at the causes. And the causes include chronic stress, imbalance, lack of sunlight, and certain drugs. So we got to take a look at them. How is your diet? Are there allergies? Is there some illness going on here? Is there a glandular disorder? You know, are you getting enough vitamin D3? Can you answer any of those questions for me?
I'm not sure on the vitamin D. I think I've got a pretty well-balanced diet, though, and I try to stay away from processed foods as much as possible.
Okay. All right. That's good. So what about the chronic stress?
Oh, yeah, definitely chronic stress.
See, well, all right. So now we're looking at the causes, because in order to take care of the problem, you really got to deal with the cause, right?
Right.
So, and as far as the sunlight, because here in Oregon, nobody gets enough sunlight,
Right.
especially this time of the year, forget about it. So that is a product called what is it called? Liquid Sunshine. So let's go from here and let's open up another tab. Okay, open up another tab, and the other tab we're going to open up will be betterhealthherbs.com. So we're going to have two tabs here. One is going to give you all the information, and the other one is going to give you all the products.
Okay.
So betterhealthherbs.com. And then once we get to betterhealthherbs.com, we are going to click on, I'm going to bring this up, Liquid Sunshine, Liquid Liquid Sunshine. I'm going to bring it up, make it easy for you. Hold on just a minute while I do that. First, oops, it's two words, not one. Okay, there we go. There's Liquid Sunshine. And once I bring up Liquid Sunshine here, it's called Everyday Liquid Sunshine. Up in the search engine at the top on the left, do you see that? Type in 2227 and press enter. You will be looking at Liquid Sunshine.
Yeah, Everyday Liquid Sunshine.
Bingo. Right, so there it is, and you click on that,
Okay.
and it brings up the product. And you're looking at it, and you're looking at Everyday Liquid Sunshine, vitamin D3 drops, and one drop equals 1,000 IUs of vitamin D3. And about 4 drops. The serving size is 1 drop. I take 5 drops under my tongue every morning.
Okay.
Okay. And it's $22.10, and that's for an ounce of it. And what I generally do is I get 2 bottles, so that the first, so I'm working on the first bottle. As soon as I'll run out all of a sudden, then I grab the second bottle and order another one. And I've always got working on one bottle and got another bottle so when I run out, I don't really run out.
Right, you don't ever have to overlap.
That's it. I always got a backup bottle on the shelf.
Okay.
Of whatever I'm taking, so that I'm taking it, and then if I decide I'm going to take something better or different or new or whatever, then I use that up and go for the new one.
Okay.
So anyway, that's how I use supplements. Okay, now so all right, now we're going to go back over here to anxiety, depression, PTSD, and we've eliminated one cause also that will increase your energy and your stamina and your endurance and your immune system, and you will start to be tougher than you were before.
Okay.
So
Good.
that's pretty good. Now let's take a look here at all right, so we got rid of one possibility here, that's the lack of sunlight. And your diet's pretty good. There's no allergies.
No.
You don't have any illness.
No.
Good. And how's the thyroid and the glandular system?
Those are good, and I actually had those checked because when I was younger, there was indications that I could possibly have a hyperactive thyroid, but that was ruled out, and it all evened out as I got older.
All right. Okay. Good. Okay. So that leaves us with dealing with the chronic stress.
Yes.
And if we're going to deal with chronic stress, we're going to increase your B complex.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about a power drink that's going to give you more energy to deal with chronic stress, so that you can take a beating and keep on ticking.
Instead of climbing in bed for a week.
What's that?
Instead of climbing in bed for a week.
Yeah, because you just can't, yeah, exactly. But then again, now and then, making sure that if you just want to get some rest and sleep in and sleep 12 hours or whatever, do it. Maybe you're just a person who needs a high amount of rest. Maybe you do things like I do. When I first created all of these products and put all of this together, which took me decades and decades to do, I would work to exhaustion, and then I would rest as long as I possibly could, which I could never get enough rest because I was trying to do everything all at once, and it took decades to do it. So I didn't get much rest.
Right.
So, but yet I continued to work to exhaustion. So it's just very fortunate that I was tougher than nails.
Right.
That I took all these herbs, and I did, but I did have a high amount of amino acids and herbal liquid tinctures and all kinds of nutrients that I was taking that made me, able to endure more than the average person.
Yes.
So, but let's take a look at B complex. Let's go back over here and where the liquid sunshine is. Go back over and click on liquid sunshine, and then let's click on. Let's type in 2302. 2302, and now we're going to bring up Intramax. We're going to click on Intramax, okay?
Okay.
And now that we've clicked on Intramax, we're going to look at it, and we're going to see that it is we're going to scroll down here and look at it, and it tells us it's an all-in-one liquid dietary supplement that is it's a doctor's only. There's no discounts on it. We have to order it in. There is over 415 organically bound ingredients.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nothing else like it on the planet. Okay, so when you get all it comes like 33 ounces, and you take a half an ounce in the morning and a half an ounce in the afternoon.
Okay.
You don't take it late in the evening unless you're going to rock and roll.
Okay.
Then you can take it late in the evening, but you can even maybe take an extra dose or something. But it's normally a 2-dose deal, half an ounce in the morning and a half an ounce in the evening. And you get all of these incredible ingredients, and it's a liquid, and you put it in your mouth, and you hold it under your tongue for at least a minute in the morning.
Okay.
It goes directly into the bloodstream.
Okay.
When you do that, that's called sublingual. And when you do something sublingual, then you are getting it all directly in the bloodstream.
Okay.
And you're getting 300% more than you would get if it was a capsule or a tablet.
Wow. Okay.
See, that's the ticket. Okay, so that's the state-of-the-art product and the state-of-the-art delivery system into your bloodstream.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to give you a real good dose of B complex.
Okay.
All right, now we're going back over to depression, and we're going to scroll down here. We're going to look at some other things. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, diet is critical. Well, we just helped the diet, didn't we? Let's go. So let's kind of skip out of here. Let's open another tab.
Okay.
Let's open another tab, and let's go open another herbalhealthreview.com tab. We're open a whole other tab so that we can leave that report open, and we're going to go and look at another report. We're going to go open up another Herbal Health Review and click on Common Conditions and go down, and underneath that egg in the middle of the page, we're going to see Make Lifestyle Changes. Okay, once you've opened a new tab, you've clicked on Common Conditions, you're looking at the egg, and in the middle of the page, below the egg, it says Make Lifestyle Changes, and we're clicking on that and bringing up that report.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. There we go. We got a highway sign there that says change.
Yes.
And below that, you're seeing this is what Truman does every morning. Okay. He starts out with, you want to drink, every morning, I don't drink 64 ounces of pure Life Ionizer water. But what I do is I drink 16 ounces of it every morning. Okay.
Okay.
And I put 2 drops of B12 and folic acid in my mouth. 2 drops of B12 and folic acid.
Okay.
And let me get this in focus here. Oh, man. Am I going back far enough? No, I got to go up. Hold on while I refocus here. All right. All right. So this is Make Lifestyle Changes. And it's telling you that every morning I put 2 drops of B12 and folic acid under my tongue. Okay, that's in case you don't eat enough beef and get enough B12 in your diet, and that's going to give you a lot of energy. It's going to make you smarter.
Okay.
Okay, B12 and folic acid drops. 3 or 4 drops underneath the tongue in the morning, and let's see, 2 drops. Oh, it's good. 2 drops of B12 and folic acid. You're supposed to do that 3 times a day. I don't. I only do it once a day. And then it tells you about, and if you clicked on that, you could take you over to where you could get it. And then it talks about the liquid sunshine. I'm taking 4 drops of that, and I'm taking 1/3 of a capsule of something called pregnenolone. It is a hormone. I open this little capsule up every morning, and I dump about 1/3 of the capsule powder in and then I put the capsule back together again, put it up on the shelf.
Okay.
And because you don't need much because you know how to put it underneath your tongue, and that is and that is where you're going to absorb it, and it's going to go directly to the bloodstream. And what pregnenolone is a hormone that prevents stress and exhaustion.
Okay.
And it's what they give a military pilot if he comes back and he says, I'm too exhausted to fly another another run, and they say, okay, here, let's give you some pregnenolone. Bam, they give him some pregnenolone, and they send him out again.
Okay.
And so that's what pregnenolone is, and it's very inexpensive. Okay, and then I take a teaspoon of fulvic acid, because the fulvic acid is loaded with all kinds of ancient minerals that is shale that comes down. Well, it's from an ancient forest that has been pressed down with land masses until it becomes shale, and then that is mined, and that is fulvic acid, and that's loaded with all kinds of minerals.
Okay.
So, and it's a liquid, and I put a teaspoon of that in my mouth, and then I put a half ounce of that Intramax in my mouth, and I'm holding all of that for a few minutes while I'm drinking that 16 ounces of Life Ionizer water, and I'm only drinking about half of it, so I'm drinking about 8 ounces of it, and then I'm taking a teaspoon of colostrum, because colostrum is a powder that is the immune factors that come into mother's breast before mother's milk comes into the breast.
Right.
Colostrum comes into the breast.
Right.
And because what colostrum is, it's all of the immune factors. Well, that's going to boost your immune system, and so you're taking about half a teaspoon of colostrum.
Okay.
And then you're taking, and you're holding all of this in your mouth. And you're taking 2 tablets of, I'm taking 2 tablets of Nice Bones, and 4 capsules of Good C vitamin C, and 1 capsule of super enzymes, and a half a teaspoon of acidophilus powder, and 1 tablespoon. Then I'm swallowing all of that. Okay. Then after I swallow all of that and a half a glass of water, then I'm taking 1 tablespoon of MSM Ultra Pure, and swallowing that down with the last 8 ounces of the water. And that is what I do every morning.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Now, any question about any of these things I'm taking and why I'm taking them?
You're just, the only question I have is you're mixing them together in your mouth. You're not swallowing one and then taking the next.
I'm swallowing all of the capsules and the powders along with 8 ounces of the water each morning. So I put all these powders and things and liquids and things in my mouth, and then I start taking those capsules. Okay. And I'm swallowing and I'm swallowing the capsules and swallowing the liquids, and the powders and everything, along with that first 8 ounces of water. Okay. And then I'm putting that big tablespoon of MSM powder in my mouth and swallowing that down with the other 8 ounces of the water, and then I'm good for about 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
I don't even eat it. I have a cup of coffee, and I've got all the energy and everything, nutrients that I need. Keeps me slim and trim, and that's one of my weight loss secrets and energy secrets. And I've got plenty of nutrients and nutrition and energy. And then finally, about 3 or 4 hours later, I'm running out of fuel.
Okay.
And I want to grab a banana and a pear and then have a super power drink.
Okay.
And that power drink is where you can either have it as a cereal or you can have it as a blender drink.
Okay.
And I make mine taste like chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So, and here's how you make it. I take all the powders. Well, first of all, I take the blender. I take the blender. I like the blender better than the cereal. And I take a blender and I make it half full of hemp milk, or hazelnut milk, or any other coconut milk, or any kind of milk you want, or some of all of the above. Okay, you can make your own blend. You can play with the recipe.
Okay, what about cashew milk?
Yeah, put some cashew milk in there. And anyway, until it's half full.
Okay.
And then you're adding 1 or 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder. Okay. Then a half a square of pure baker's chocolate. We're talking about the bitter chocolate that's in every grocery store, called baker's chocolate.
Oh yes, I'm very familiar with that.
Oh yeah, well, about a half a square of that or more. Like I say, play with the recipe to your own taste.
Right.
Okay, so a half a square of pure baker's chocolate, a quarter of a cup of vanilla extract.
Okay.
Then a half a cup of organic flax seeds, and sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds, and you don't even have room for the chia seeds. You're gonna have to put those in later.
Okay.
Because and then you're putting some milk thistle seed powder in there, because that renews the liver. 60% new liver cells every 120 days.
Wow.
Milk thistle seed powder equals 60% new liver cells every 120 days. So
wow.
That's why I got this powerful liver that keeps me going and keeps everything working.
Right.
Okay. Then there's Truman's Super Green Foods with Herbs. That's chlorella, spirulina, barley grass, wheatgrass, alfalfa powder. It's incredible. It's got, and so you get this powerful green food powder, so that you get all the chlorophyll and all the nutrients and all the superfoods, and you're putting a heaping tablespoon or 2 of that in there. Okay. Then you're adding all of the organic, fresh or dried or frozen raisins, cherries, blueberries, cranberries, or any other organic fruit that you want, and you blend that puppy up, and it is so yummy, you know. And then you have a cup of it. Then you put some chia seeds in it and add some more milk to it, and or you adding more organic cherries out of the freezer. I get them at Costco, and they should pay me. They should send me a donation, but they don't do it. Anyway, so yeah, and I get my organic raisins from Costco, and I get my organic cherries and organic blueberries from there. The cranberries, I don't remember. I don't know where I get those. Oh, I get those from Life Source. And what's that?
I know right where that is.
Yeah. So and this is where I shop and get all these things and everything, and that will power you up, keep you at your perfect weight. Then in the evening, after, and then after that wears off, then I'm ready to have a rice dish, maybe some fish, and I'll rotate it. One day I'll have salmon and rice. The next day I'll have potatoes and beef, or turkey, or I just keep rotating these things and eating different things. But if I'm having fish, no farmed fish, all organic, fish from, and I try to stay away from Pacific fish these days with Fukushima. Who needs it? So I'm going Atlantic, and so forth. And you just have to, you really have to, think about all these things. And I'm getting a lot of then I'm making all these incredible soups and so forth with organic beets and zucchini and broccoli, and I'm getting maybe some and kale, and I'm putting all this in and making a organic chicken soup. Usually always got one of those going. And then I'm always getting these little organic red potatoes and have a big pot of those going, so I can keep feeding the family as they come through, because I got lots of family. So I keep feeding them all, and I'm cooking all these things, and I'm making all these things, and trying to keep those kinds of things going for the kids and so forth. And then I've always got a pile of organic bananas and organic ripe fruit on the table, and that kind of stuff. And so anyway, those kinds of things can make a big difference.
Okay.
Okay, those kinds of things can make a big difference. But again, then we get back to so a diet. That's why I wanted to share this with you. So and that report, and we're going to scroll down in that report right now.
Okay.
And just kind of visit it and then get out of it. Okay, so we're going down and we're looking at it, and there's the colloidal silver water generator and the CVF Begone formula. If you ever have a cold flu virus, that will destroy it.
Okay.
Kind of nice to know about that, okay? And if you ever have a problem with your stomach, which, by the way, since you're taking acidophilus half a teaspoon every morning, you rarely would have any problem with your stomach. That friendly bacteria in there, when you increase it like that with a half a teaspoon of this acidophilus powder every morning, will keep your stomach health very healthy.
Okay.
But if you ever did have a problem, there's oregano oil and garlic and kombucha mushroom. But the king is acidophilus non-dairy powder. That's the king of stomach problems. Okay, and it goes on here, and it talks about how to use milk thistle and cac liquid to clean out your digestive tract, and use a special fiber if you ever want to do a cleansing and detoxification. And if your glandular system ever did give you any trouble, do you see where it says balanced glandular system?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so there's that. Then if you ever have eye problems, it gives you some tips on how to improve your eye vision and maintain eye health, because these are particular things that can cause depression. If you're losing your eyesight, or you've got upset stomach and on and on. These things can just drag you down.
Right.
So then it talks about, if you've got high cholesterol, here's how to reduce it, and high blood pressure, how to take care of it, and on and on and on, and it goes on. If you've got heart problems, here's some of the basic heart remedies, and how to relieve a cough, and and it talks about that MSM powder and why I'm using it here. It just keeps away inflammation. So all of these things give you the edge. So as you get older, you get better.
Right.
Where everybody else is starting to get arthritis and their teeth are falling out and their hair is gone and so forth. Well, you just keep right on rolling right along, and then they'll ask you, well, how do you do that? And you'll tell them how you do it, and they'll say, oh, that's too much, I can't do it, thanks.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle change, and it's a discipline, and so forth.
For sure.
Yeah. So anyway, and it goes on and on and on. It tells you how to increase your immune system at the very bottom here, and it even talks about a cancer formula. Okay.
Wow.
What's that?
I said, oh wow.
Yeah, at the very bottom, it tells you, a formulation. It is multiple cancer herbs and formulas put together all in one liquid. and it's called CF. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to get out of there. We're going to go back over and look at depression and anxiety, and we're going to go down to the bottom of this report. You know, as and we're going to look at, you know, the cause of the stress. You know, you know, sometimes we are in situations in our life that are going to cause a tremendous amount of stress.
Yeah.
And so we need to be able to cool down the stress and the anxiety that these situations cause until we can get to the other side of it.
Yes.
Solve it and outlive it and get beyond it and not participate in it anymore.
Yes.
And so here is a formula down here called 1144.
Yes.
That's a depression formula. That's an herbal liquid tincture extract that decreases depression.
Okay.
And if there's severe anxiety, below that is formula 1027 is an herbal tincture extract that helps to relieve anxiety.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a lot of supplementation that could comfort people and help to relieve depression, anxiety, and so forth. And here is 5-HTP, which is a blend of B6, niacin, and 5-hydroxytryptophan, which provides vital nutrients for the brain and the body and allows protection from illness and promotes the production of serotonin, which puts you in a better mood and helps you to where you can put up with what they're doing and not participate in what they're doing, which is one of the keys. So often we get into a pattern of they say this and bam, it triggers that in us.
It does, yeah.
And we have to understand when they do that we all of a sudden change up on them. And we and we just kind of hokey doke and move away.
Right.
And not participate. It becomes baffling to them, actually. And eventually they have no fun doing that because it don't work anymore.
Right.
So because that's so we have to not participate as much as possible.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, and then we can again use these natural herbal tincture extracts that we put directly under our tongue in doses of around 15 to 30 drops, and we can do it as often as we need to. You can do it 3-4 times a day if things are that tough.
Right.
You could take 5-HTP, or you could take it 2 or 3 times a day. If you're just if the IRS just put a lien on your property.
Right.
And then there's number 2546, SAMI. And that's a supplement that's formed in the body by enzymatic reaction between adenosine and triophosphate, ATP, and methionine. And it was discovered in 1952 in Italy, and SAMe has been researched and manufactured there. And SAMe works closely with the folic acid and the vitamin B12 that you're taking in the morning and functions as a methyl donor. This nutrient comes and donates methyl molecules necessary to facilitate the manufacture of DNA and brain neurotransmitters and helps your mood.
Okay.
You see how this all got hooked together? How the SAMe now is complementing the B12 and the folic acid you're taking in the morning?
Right.
You see how it all starts working together.
Connected.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. And then here down here is B complex if you needed extra B complex. See, you want to have enough B complex in your body that every time you urinate, it's yellow.
Right, like neon Mountain Dew color.
Yes. And as long as you got plenty of yellow urine, you got plenty of B complex because it leaves when you urinate. So you're getting rid of it all the time. So you got to put it back in all the time.
Right.
That's why you're getting now this super vitamin in the morning and the super vitamin in the afternoon with a lot of B complex. But if you're still having a tough time, take a little extra B complex in the evening.
Okay.
Maybe a capsule or two. And then you'll go off to bed and you'll have a better sleep.
Okay.
And here it is. Look at that. There's the B12 and folic acid. There's the B complex. There's the L-tryptophan, extra L-tryptophan if you just need some of that. There's ginkgo leaf that wakes up the brain. Kava root that relieves stress and injuries. And I mean, well, if you take a little bit of kava, like a teaspoon of it, hold it in your mouth, you'll feel your arms go numb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's how powerful that kava root is. And it works very well with valerian root, which is in the nervous tension formula number 1324. That is a nerves formula. Okay, so maybe you don't want to take and what you do is you've got so many options and so many selections here that and then there's GABA that just flat reduces anxiety and stress and increases brain function and helps in ADD. GABA. See, so we've just about come to the end of the story here with anxiety and depression, and because you see there, it talks about nervous tension, formula, and then there's extra St. John's wort if you needed it, which is in the depression formula, but it gives you.
I've taken that before.
It gives you the option of taking the depression formula with lots of antidepressant herbs like St. John's wort, or you can take just the St. John's wort.
Okay.
So there it is, and then underneath that, bingo, there's the Make Lifestyle Changes report.
Yes.
So that is how we help people with depression.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
So, which ones do you? I'm imagining that I probably wouldn't need to take all of these.
No. See, that's that which is the problem. You see, and what I mean by the problem is that people look at that and say, "Oh, that's overwhelming."
Right.
Well, yeah. Can you imagine how long it took me to create all those products?
Right.
And put all this together,
for you.
and then create a way to deliver the information to you and the products.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's overwhelming. So what you need to know is that we need to start. We need to start with the basics, and you lean into looking at what the causes are. Where is my mouse? I'm trying to find my mouse. There's the mouse. Okay. So yeah, where to start is to start with maybe, is it more depression or is it more anxiety?
I'd say it's more depression mixed with anxiety.
So I would start then with just one formula, number 11, besides your dietary changes and so forth,
right,
that I would recommend. Then I would also then start with one formula, the number 1144 depression formula, and see if that takes care of it. If that takes care of it, wonderful, we're done. If it does, but then if you need more support, then I would be looking at adding, making sure you add, and I'd be looking, again in the evening, Where? Come on, mouse. There you go. I would be adding. Um, I would be adding the GABA number because it's inexpensive, and
Okay.
it's going to put you in a better mood, and it's going to and it's going to help with anxiety, stress, and brain function. So that's number. That's two. So
Right.
so that's about where I would start.
Okay.
Then I would,
Gavel.
yeah, the GABA and let's see if that really with all some dietary changes and then and as a third one later if you needed even more support, let's say in the evening time or something, or that number 1324 nervous tension formula,
Okay.
because
Okay.
that will mellow you out.
Okay, which is great in the evening after a long, mentally stressful day at work.
Exactly. You put a squirt under your tongue, and then we're going to see where we are.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Let's see here. Now, when I clicked on GABA, it said that it was not
okay, let's go find the GABA then.
available.
Okay. Well, that's when you call them on the telephone, and
Okay.
let's scroll down where it says not available, and look down below at the bottom down there. Gives you their telephone number, and
Okay.
the telephone number for Health and Herbs is 541-791-8400. That's 541-791-8400. That's for Health and Herbs. That's where we were on their website, betterhealthherbs.com, and looking at all the products and then all the information. We were on the website, herbalhealthreview.com. herbalhealthreview.com, and we clicked on common conditions, and that gives you all the support. Oh, let's do one more thing.
Okay.
One more thing. Then you really got the complete package. Well, maybe two more things. Up on the top of the Herbal Health Review,
Yes.
across the top there, it says About. Okay, About gives you all the contact information, my telephone number, and how to reach me. Okay.
Okay.
My telephone number, 503-362-5899. My email address, Truman at healthherbs.com. Truman at healthherbs.com. Okay. And it gives some testimonials of people that have been helped. And later on, you can put your testimonial there. I appreciate it. And it encourages other people to reach out and accept the information. And then, okay, what else we got here on About? And then there's events. If we had some event going, if we're traveling to the UK or Egypt or somewhere, and we'll let you, then you can find out about it. Then you already know all about common conditions. That's all the reports, right?
Right.
Then then the next tab over says herbal descriptions. That's my book. And we're loading up all the information on that, which will take a lot longer. So we're still about 2 or 3 months away from having that complete, of having all of the information about all the formulations that I created over the last 55 years. And you'll be able to know why and what and how and everything, all about them. So
Great.
So and then the next tab over is called Discoveries in Health. Click on that. Okay, let me know when you've clicked on Discoveries in Health tab. We're almost done. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you, yes.
Okay.
So, let me know when you've clicked on the Discoveries in Health tab.
Mm-hmm.
We are on herbalhealthreview.com, and we're clicking on Discoveries in Health Live Discussions tab. And now you're looking at the fact that every Thursday from 3 until 5 we have a live conference, and we can call you or you can call us at 503-606-6064.
Okay.
And join the conference and listen to other people that are getting help, ask questions, and give your comments and tell people, what's working and what's not working and so forth, and share information and help other people. And that's what the conference is, for 2 hours every Thursday from 3 until 5 Pacific Standard Time.
Okay.
Or you can click on that link. Do you see where it says www.uberconference.com/Truman8?
Yes.
That is live over your computer.
Okay.
So you can, if maybe you say I'm not near my telephone, or I want to use my telephone for something else, but I want to join the conference and kind of watch them and go in and out and make some popcorn.
Right.
Then and then you're on Uber Conference. That was a joke. Anyway, Uber Conference. So that's live on your computer, right?
Okay.
Now you see that big green button down below?
Yes.
That is live on your computer, and you can look at me and I can look at you, and you can see everybody else in the room. That's a limited amount of people in Google Hangout on air, and you can join that room. So there's 3 different rooms there. Okay. I mean, yeah, so there's the telephone and the Uber Conference and the Google Hangouts. That's it, except for one last thing to share with you. Then you'll know more than I do.
Okay.
And last tab is Dr. Berst's Live Consults. Click on that one.
Okay.
That then is where you will see that there is 86 Discoveries in Health videos there.
Right.
Okay, and you see that little 4 bars up in the left-hand corner?
Yes.
If you click on that, that gives you the playlist, and you can scroll down through there, and you'll see the Discoveries in Health introduction, who I am, what I'm doing, and a demonstration of me helping people.
Okay. Yeah.
Then there's a video about holy basil and healing the whole person, and about protein, and it goes on and on and on, all about anemia, all about parasites and natural remedies, until you've gone through 86 videos there. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Now over on the right, it says join our mailing list. And you can put your email in there, and that will put you on our mailing list, and you'll get, whenever there's a special on products or information, something, we'll put you on our newsletter, okay? And down at the bottom, you'll see the testimonials that are rolling, and people, that have been helped, and all about the Discoveries in Health show, and all about the common conditions at the bottom of the page. Now you are able to help other people as well. Okay, is there anything else I can do to be helpful?
No, I think the only other question I have is about how long does it usually take for the products to ship?
Well, you're gonna start on them, and you're gonna find out which things that you're gonna use every day. Like every day, it's my lifestyle to do that thing that I do in the morning, and every day I'm making my power drink, and so that's kind of a lifestyle thing. Okay, and then every evening I'm taking a handful of vitamins and nutrients, again along with my main meal, which is just about my only meal during the day, where I'm having, some grains and some vegetables and so forth in the evening. And that's it. That's just my lifestyle.
Okay.
So you're going to find your own thing of how it works for you and how you can start incorporating these kinds of things, doing it more and more, and finding out which products that you really like and want to stay with, which ones you want to use temporarily until you don't need them anymore, and maybe and with whenever you're using a supplement, or an herbal remedy, if it's a supplement that makes you feel good and gives you energy and gives you life, well, you're probably going to want to stay with it. If it's something that's just helping you get over an injury or over depression or over something, then you're going to use it until you don't need it anymore because you're feeling great. Your lifestyle's better. You're getting smarter at dealing with the anxiety and the stress that people throw at you. Until you don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it, I think.
Okay, perfect. I think I'll start out with those three: the GABA, the nervous tension, and the the 1144 depression.
Let's go over here. See, did we get over there? Let me go back up here. And get over to common conditions, and go up. Let's see. I'm going to go from here. Yeah, I think that was what it was. Let's see. Let's go back over here and look at common conditions, and clicking on depression, and looking at that depression anxiety report again. Going down here, we talked about the 1144 for depression, 1027 for anxiety, and we talked about
the GABA and
20
the nervous tension.
2254 GABA and 1324 nervous tension.
Yeah.
That gives you a lot of support to start with. And then again, like I say, then you're going to find out you might need a lot of this to start with. In other words, you might need 30 drops 3-4 times a day. Then all of a sudden you say, you'll be saturated. And you can do it with 15 drops or 6 or 7 drops or 6 to 12 drops. You're going to find you're going to need less and less of things once you get control of the problem.
Right. And kind of gradually step down to just a stabilizer, kind of.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Now, is the GABA, what number is that?
Number 22.
GABA Plus. Is that a little bit different than the GABA that's on the depression page? The 2254 GABA, is that different than the GABA Plus capsules?
What number is the GABA Plus capsules?
Let me get back over there. Let's see here. That was it doesn't have a number. It just takes us to the search bar on the Health and Herbs page.
Okay, yeah, the Health and Herbs. What is the Health and Herbs number on the Health and Herbs page of GABA Plus? GABA Plus. I'm looking for it myself. Okay, I found it. And yes, that's the new GABA.
Okay.
Yep.
So
yep.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just that's why we couldn't find it, the other one. Because they found a better one. They found one that includes niacin and inositol, which is a better product. Number 2256, and I will make sure that new number gets that number gets changed in that report.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Well, that I think is a pretty good start then. If I start with those 4 and and make sure I'm very conscious about my diet.
Yes. And then you've got to come over here more often and play pool with me.
Okay, you'll have to teach me how.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'll teach you how to play pool. All right.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay, you let me know when you're on your way over, so I can make sure and set some time aside to teach you how to play pool.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thank you, and God bless you, my friend.
All right, thank you so much for all your help.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.
All right, we helped somebody and by talking about depression and how depression works. We are going to take this report and we are going to close this out, and we are going from here and back over again. Okay, we're out of here and going and okay. Let me pause on the